Welcome from James and Radhika at Yoga Plus Therapies. Today we're just going to be looking at a gentle grounding yoga class. The idea being to help reduce anxiety and fear and help us to think a bit more clearly. Just try to get a sense of relaxation and feeling connected to the earth element. Let's start by just relaxing the body. Relaxing heels, feel them connected to the floor. Relaxing calves, connecting to the floor. Relaxing the pelvis and the buttocks, connecting to the floor. Softening the back and relaxing those shoulder blades. Feel the heaviness, the groundedness to the floor. Feel that groundedness down the upper arms to the forearms and hands. Soften the neck and feel the head supported to the floor. Remember, anytime you're laying on your back, if you need extra support, feel free to put an extra support under the knees or under the neck or head. Bring your awareness to the breath. We're going to focus on long exhales and letting go. If you need, you can even make a bit of an ah sound with this to really help. So let's try that now, breathing in and breathing out with that long releasing ah. Just do that a few times. We just want to unwind our bodies and nervous systems. Unwind the stress response. Everything's a little wound up at the moment, so we just want to help it to let go. Now that we've calmed the nervous system, we want to take it deeper. And we want to really ground ourselves into our pelvises and feet. When you're ready, bring your knees bent up with the feet flat. Feel the feet connected to the floor. Toes, ball feet and heels grounded. Ground the pelvises. Feel the heaviness, the connection to the floor, to the quality of earth. Now, we're going to do some simple pelvic moves, starting first with pelvic tilt. You're going to tilt the back flat as you exhale and gently arch the back to the inhale. So you get a sense of moving the pelvis forward and backward. Radhika uses the analogy of imagining the pelvis is filled with water and you're just slopping it forward and backwards. It's a nice, easy movement, relaxing with the breath. As you move up towards the back, think of that as a 12 o'clock on a clock. As you move the tail towards the floor, think of that as a 6 on a clock face. Visualize each hip as the 3 and the 9 of a clock face. Imagine the whole back pelvis resting on a clock face. What we're going to do now is go around that clock face, starting at the 12 and circling the pelvis around the clock face. 3 times clockwise, easy and flowing, and then 3 times anti-clockwise, easy and flowing. Just feeling that connection of the pelvis moving and connected to the ground. Once you finish, come back to neutral. Take one of those R breaths and just let go. An important part of grounding is having a stable foundation, working our core. So let's do some core work now, starting easy and building up. Place your hands to the lower belly below the navel. Take a breath in, feel the belly rise. Breathing out, draw the belly in, flatten the lower tummy towards the backbone without moving the spine. Repeat that 3 times. As you thin the tummy in, feel the firming of the lower belly underneath your fingers. Check that it's even on left and right side. Once you finish the 3, we're going to do exactly the same action, but lift up the right knee in line with the pelvis. And when you inhale, you're going to lower the right foot back to the ground. So exhale, knee up, tummy's in. Inhale, foot down to the floor. And repeat that 3 times on the right. As you do that simple action, aim to keep the pelvis steady so it doesn't seesaw. Feel the back pelvis steady and stable and connected to the ground. Once you've done 3 on right, do the same on the left. 3 times. Once you finish that, we're going to bring both knees up in line with the pelvis and the legs out parallel to the floor. Focusing on the lower tummy, exhale 3 times and draw the belly flat. Feel the back pelvis grounded. Keep the shoulders, neck and jaw relaxed. Once you've completed that, the final phase, bring your right knee to your chest without holding on and extend the left leg almost straight to the floor, not quite touching. And then swap. Repeat that 3 times on each side. Slow and controlled. Keep the tummies toned. If this gives you any back problems, just leave it out. Once you've finished, lower the feet to the floor, take a breath. Good. Now we're going to work a bit on our upper back or thoracic core. Take your arms out to the sides, spread them. Make sure the shoulders don't hunch to the ears. Bring the hands up in front of the chest as though you're reaching to the ceiling. Keep the hands in line with the low chest, not too high. Now, just reach to the ceiling and release a few times so you feel the movement of the shoulder blades around the rib cage. Feel that easy movement, no strain to neck. Now find the middle place where you're not reaching nor falling back to the floor. Just the inside edges of the shoulder blades resting to the floor. Relax your neck, soften the breastbone, and push the upper back into the floor. The spot between your shoulder blades. Think of pressing that into the wall, into the floor. Almost like you're widening it. As you do that action, you may feel your tummy muscles become more toned. Hold this gently as you breathe. Slowly breathe. Careful not to tension anywhere. Finally, inhale and raise the arms to the floor overhead, opening up the shoulders and chest. Exhale, bring the hands back in line with the heart. Repeat that twice more. Just feel that movement, but nicely controlled. Once you're finished, return the arms by your sides. Take a grounding exhale. Let all tension go. Clear your mind. In this time, everything's okay. Now, when you're ready, roll to one side. And slowly bring yourself up to sit with the legs out long. Have the feet a little apart. Have the arms to your sides or a little back for support. Hands can be forward or turned back. Be comfortable. Relax the shoulders and open up the heart, thinking tall through the crown. Now quickly circle your ankles. Brisk circles 10 times one way. Just want to get that blood moving and then go back the other way. Good. Now bring your right knee bent up and place the right ankle onto your left thigh, opening the knee out. We call this figure 4 position. If there's any knee strain, come out or flex your foot. If you have very mobile hips like Radhika does, you could hold the knee and the foot and draw the leg up towards your chest into the hip cradle stretch. Just be comfortable in whatever you're doing. Release the leg down, extend the right knee and tighten the right thigh muscle, and then let it go. Take a grounding breath. And let's do the other side. Left knee bent, left ankle to right thigh, knee open. Flex your foot or remove it if there's any knee discomfort. Or hold the foot and the knee and lift up in hip cradle as Radhika is displaying. Just choose your level. Remember, there's no right or wrong. The only right or wrong is to be comfortable and at ease. Okay, release the left leg out and long, tighten your thigh muscle and let it go. Take a grounding breath. Feel the pelvis connected to the floor. Let the shoulders go. Let the jaw go. Take the inner smile. Everything's okay in this moment. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, knees opened wide. Cobbler posture. You can choose to keep the hands back, or if appropriate, you could take hold of the feet. If you're very stiff in the hips, you could also be sitting up on a blanket or block. Radhika just shows you there's a block, you can sit on it. Make sure you feel stable, but it just helps if you've got very stiff hips. Arika doesn't have stiff hips, so she'll come off the block. Taking the cobbler posture, feeling tall through the spine, pelvis grounded, become aware of the pelvic floor, the spot between the tailbone and the pubic bone, and the two sit bones on either side. Think of drawing the pelvic floor muscles upward, inward, gently as you breathe, and then relax as you breathe. Choose which works best for you, whether it's the inhale or the exhale. The key is to do it as a pulse, where you contract and you relax. Don't hold it tense. Feel the slight upliftment as the pelvic floor draws up, and the relaxation as the pelvic floor relaxes down. In yoga theory, this area is strongly connected to our earth element, and so it's a great way to really connect and ground to the earth element. It helps us to feel more stable and steady, and in this way it helps us to feel more secure and realize that things can be okay. Okay, release the legs out long, relax the knees. Final practice here, we're going to bring both knees bent up with the feet about hip width. Hands are to the sides, just behind the hip joints. Find the position that works best, whether it be hands to the sides or hands forward. We're going to work your arms. Draw the shoulder blades down and back. Soften the elbows. Radical turn side on, maybe just to help demonstrate this. Using the strength in her arms, she's going to push into the floor with her palms and her heels. Stage one is to imagine you're lifting the pelvis off the floor. Stage two is to actually lift the pelvis off the floor. Just lift it off, don't need to move it forward. Feel the strength of the arms grounded. Draw the pelvic floor muscles up and feel the work of the core. Relax it down. Repeat that twice more. Trying to hold for about 5 to 10 count. Watch those shoulders don't creep up to the ears. If there's any wrist strain, back off or use your fingers a little bit more. Imagine you're gripping the fingers into the floor like little tiger claws. Once you're finished, release the hands. Circle the wrists a few times and let go of all tensions and stresses. Take a grounding breath. And then in a moment, Radhika's going to transition to kneel standing. So she's going to turn to one side, come to kneeling, and then prop herself up. If you have very sensitive knees, place extra padding under your knees, like a cushion or blankets. Or as Radhika showed, you could thicken your mat. So, from kneel stand, if you're not stable, have a chair to the side that you can hold onto. Radhika's going to step her right foot forward towards the mat front. If you need, use your toes to walk it forward. Now we're going to shift the weight so the knee comes over the ankle and drop the pelvis towards the floor, but keep it level. Place the hands on the hips and feel steady and stable with the heart open. Just take a few breaths here in this lunge stretch. Good. Now, taking the left hand down to the ground, could be a knuckle if needed, right hand to your thigh, twist the body to the right. Stay here or reach the right hand to the ceiling and stretch it upwards into a simple lunge twist. Still feel the groundedness of the pelvis to the floor. Unrevolve it. Come forward. Now this next one is quite difficult, so if it's too much for you, just stay as you are. Tuck the back toes under. With good balance and control, see if you can lift the knee off the ground. Body upright, hold steady. Especially feel that stable, grounded pelvis. Feel the feet grounded, strength through the lower legs. Very good. Lower the back knee, release the right foot, back to the other one, into kneeling. Come down and just do a little cat stretch. Just a few little spinal flexions just to release any tensions. And then we'll do everything with the left side. So from kneel standing, step the left foot forward, walk it out if needed. Bring the left knee over the ankle. Hands on pelvises, steady and stable, both sides equal. Dropping the pelvis towards the ground. Feel it sinking. Hearts are open. Breathing easy. Let go of any excess tensions. Okay, place the right hand to the floor. Left hand to the thigh, twist the body. Stay here or reach the hand to the sky. Breathe in the lunge twist. Unrotate. Come back up to the kneel. Choose to stay here, or if it feels okay, tuck the back toes and lift the back knee off the ground into the lifted lunge. Keep good control with those pelvises. Strength through the lower limbs. Feel stable and grounded. Okay, release the back knee. Bring the left foot back to the other one. Come down to cat and again relax and release. Then take one grounding exhale. And when you feel ready, we're going to make a transition up to stand. Now come to mountain in standing with the feet hip width apart, knees off lock. Just take a deep breath in, breathe all the way out and let go. Feel the feet connected to the floor. Place your hands on your pelvises and make small circles of the pelvises. Imagine you're doing that clock face, but in a horizontal way now. Take it back the other way. And find a middle place, just where it feels very relaxed and steady. Bring the hands to your sides. I'm going to take an energy ball breath. Imagine a big ball around you. Breathing in and open the fingertips up and around you. And as you breathe out, bring the hands back down in front of the body. We want to try to do the breath to a 4 or 5 count. So inhaling to 4, exhaling to 4. Or inhaling to 5, exhaling to 5. Just nice and slow. Good. Now, we're going to do standing chair or squat posture. Radical just turn side on to demonstrate. Knees are about hip width or slightly wider. Make sure you keep your knees in line with the feet but not beyond the toes. Radhika's going to bend the knees, the tail goes back as though she's sitting to a chair. To help the balance, the arms could come forward. Especially as you go deeper, taking the arms forward helps. So let's just do that a few times, coming up and down slowly. The key here is to focus on the pelvis. As you breathe out, feel the pelvis sinking to the ground. As you breathe in, feel the power through the feet and legs, pushing the pelvis upwards. Keep the back in a neutral, relaxed way. The gaze easy. You can do this up to 10 times, according to how your legs are feeling. Maybe a couple more, grounding the pelvises, powering up. Good. Take a breath, make it an energy ball breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Now we're ready for wide squat. Take the feet wider apart than the hips. Turn the toes out a little towards your mat corners. Remember to keep the knees aligning to the feet as you do this. The body is more upright for this practice. Take that breath, and as you breathe out, bend the knees and lower the pelvis to the floor. Push through the legs and lift yourself back up. Repeat that a few times. The wide squat or trot posture is sometimes also called the sumo squat. Or in yoga, sometimes they call it the goddess position. Now next time you go down, stay bent down. It doesn't have to be as deep as Radhika if your knees don't feel comfortable. And raise the arms if you can overhead. They can be apart or hands could be together. Feel the pelvis grounded down in that reaching up gently. Holding for about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Relax your legs for a moment. Take a breath. Now turn the feet a little bit more parallel. And we're going to do a variation of the squat, which we take it into what's called the side lunge. So Radhika's going to bend her right knee in line with the foot, and her tail's going to go back like you would if you were doing the squat posture. And then she's going to come back up. Just repeat that 3 times. Now let's do that 3 times to the left. Left knee bends to the ankle or foot, tail goes back, the other leg is straight. Be mindful of keeping the arches up and engaged. Now we're going to go back to the right side, coming into that side lunge. Now level 1, you can stay here with the hands resting on the thighs, or level 2, if you have the power and flexibility, you could bend your leg more and bring the hands to the floor. At the end of a 10 count, about 5 to go, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. Let's come to the left side. Stage 1, hands on thigh, or stage 2, if appropriate, hands to floor. Holding for 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming up, back to the middle, walk the legs back in, and let's take an energy ball breath. Very good. Now we're going to do a balance. The first one's simple. As always, if your balance is not good, remind yourself to be close by to a support that you can hold on to. Something that's stable, that won't move. A wall is always good. Now, with the feet together in mountain, Radhika's going to step her right foot in front of her left foot into tightrope position. Keep the knees a little bent and hold the balance for about 10. Relaxing. If this is really easy for you, you could challenge it by having your eyes closed. Be mindful though not to fall over. Good. Let's come back, mountain, and try left foot in front of right. Knees soft, steady, breathing, focused. Remember, only if it's safe would you close your eyes. Very good. Come back to mountain. A little loosening. And now we're ready for second balance, the knee open balance. So we're going to stand in mountain. You're going to weight bear to the left, lift your right heel up, turn the right knee out, and lift your foot up into tree position, which could be above the ankle or the knee. This is stage 1. If it feels okay, you could lift the leg out to the side and hold the knee in stage 2, right up as high as you can. Or stage 3, or 4 I should say, you could hold the foot and stretch the leg out. Very good. Let's release it down and come back. Relax. So remember, just do the level that feels right for you today. So stage 1, easy tree. Stage 2 out to the side. Or holding the foot, extending the leg. Remember to focus and breathe. And relax. Finally, the eagle. Bend the knees, weight to left, bring the right foot forward, balancing on the toes. This is stage 1. Stay always with the left knee bent, like you're sitting on a chair. Stage 2 is to take the right knee across the left thigh with the foot on the floor. Or stage 3 is to take the foot off the ground and hold the balance. You can wrap the foot, but it's not essential, especially if you have hip issues, then there's no need to do the wrap. Okay, release. Have a little pause, a breath, a soften. And let's do the other side. Sink to chair, left foot forward, 1. Cross the left leg over the right with foot on the floor, 2. Or right foot off the ground for 3.
Left foot off the ground.
Or left foot off the ground. Feel the grounded pelvis. Very good. Release. And let's finish with a nice, easy energy ball breath. Take a note to see how you feel. Clear the mind. Feel that groundedness and ease. We're now ready to come back down to the floor, to seated posture. Now, we're going to take your feet wide apart. You may find this is helped by sitting up on a cushion or a blanket or a block. Level 1 is to keep the hands behind you, the spine open and hearts open. Feel the openness of the inner hips, the groundedness of the pelvises to the floor. Level 2, for those with more flexibility, could bring the hands forward and hinging from the hips, begin to bring the chest towards the ground. You may even be able to balance on the forearms, or you could bring your forehead towards a block. All depends on your mobility. The key thing here is to feel that pelvic connection and groundedness. Breathe long, emphasizing the exhale. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Great. Coming up slowly, bring the legs back together. Now radical turn side on just to demonstrate this last position, the boat. Arms behind, legs out, knees bent, feet down, but the knees are bent. Lean the body back, but keep the back straight. Draw the tummy muscles in, navel to backbone. Take the hands behind the thighs to hold and support for stage 1. Reach the hands forward for stage 2. Bring one foot off the floor for stage 3, or both feet off the floor for stage 4. Let's hold this for the count of 10. Focus on the navel. Focus on the grounded pelvis. Very good. Relax down and just come into easy cobbler. Knees open, hands could be behind you. I will repeat boat one more time. So take your appropriate level. So the opposite leg goes up if you only did one leg last time. Holding for 10. Focus on the navel, keep length through the spine. And relax, easy cobbler. Very good. Now we're preparing for meditation. If you need, you could be sitting in a chair. Otherwise, get a cushion, a blanket or a block, prop yourself up and come in to an easy cross-seated posture. It may even help to sit against the wall and feel supported. The key thing is to sit in a way that you're comfortable, the spine is upright, the breathing is easy, and there's no tension anywhere. So in this meditation, we're going to do we'll do 3 parts to this meditation. Awareness, compassion, and wisdom. Let's start with awareness. Just bring your awareness to your body. Let go of all tensions. Relax your toes, your feet, your calves. Relax your knees, thighs, and hips. Relax the pelvis, the abdomen. Relax the waist. Relax the spine, using only enough effort just to hold you upright. Relax shoulders and rib cage and chest. Relax upper arms, forearms, hands and fingers. Relax the neck and throat. Relax jaw and tongue. Take the inner smile, softening all of the head and face. If okay, eyes are closed and quiet and still. The body is comfortable and relaxed. Bring your awareness to the breath. Just focus on the sensations of breath at the nose. Feel the breath come in the nose and out the nose. Just watch it as though you're an observer. There's nothing to do or change. Just watch the breath, in and out. No right or wrong. If you find it hard to keep your mind focused on the breath, add a sound. It could be a word like calm as you breathe out. Or if you like, you could use the special yoga word, so hum. So as you inhale, sound in your mind, hum. And as you exhale, sound in your mind. Sorry, let me start again. As you inhale, sound in your mind, so. And as you exhale, sound in your mind, hum. So, inhale. Hum, exhale. But that's just to help keep you focused as you watch the breath. Let go of breath awareness and bring your awareness now to the area of the heart. Feel your expansive heart, the power of the heart energy. Let's bring to mind the feeling of compassion. Compassion for yourself and compassion for others. In times of hardship especially now we're all in this together. So we understand what each other is going through. So just feel that compassion for you and all others. Finally, let's bring awareness to the eyebrow center, that place between the eyes, the eyebrows. Visualize the energy here. It's in that spot where you visualize in your mind. Visualize the bright energy there. This is the home of our inner wisdom. In times of trouble, we can feel overwhelmed. It's important to remember that wisdom teaches us that everything is changing. Everything is temporary. So though there's lots of struggle at the moment, in the future it will be different. So rather than focusing on the moment and all the fears and worries, every so often it's important to remind yourself that this is just a temporary thing. So let's take a deep breath in, breathe all the way out. We're going to let go of the meditation now. Bring our hands together at the heart center. We're going to finish this class now. If you feel the need to lie down and relax, feel free to do that now. Otherwise, until next time, thank you for sharing this class with me, James and Radhika at Yoga Plus Therapies. If you like this video, remember to like it on YouTube, our channel at Yoga Plus Therapies, or subscribe to our channel. If you want to know more about us, see our website, yogaplustherapies.com. Thanks again. Namaste.